Hey, Scruffy. So, you know the drill. So, the past couple days, I've been feeding him very, very close. So, in the afternoons, because it's been hot, I've been staying indoors. In the evening, I actually sit in that chair and I brought out some chicken, rotisserie chicken I got from Costco. And I gave him a couple of scraps of skin and little chunks of meat with his food. He really liked that. The chicken was so enticing. He actually came up to me and lick it off I'd hold the skin and my or piece of chicken in my fingers, and actually come and eat it very, very cautiously though. And then on the plate he would grab it, and then I'd put the plate right next to me. He didn't like that, but he was hungry enough that eventually, after about 20 minutes, he'd come and up to me and grab the food. He had this habit of basically grabbing a chunk of meat, basically from the plate. He'd grab it and then kind of dash off a few steps away from me and then kind of eat it. He had trouble with like the smaller pieces and like the kibble, or meow mix, I guess you call it. So you have to stay there. So if I do this again, I'd cut up the pieces a lot smaller so you can't just grab it. But yesterday, I only gave him one piece of skin and regular kibble. Last time he went right for the first time he went right for the chicken, and then the kibble kind of like, whatever. Yesterday he actually went for the kibble first and then ate the skin last. But I was able to sit right next to him in the chair. It only took maybe 10 minutes or something. So yeah, he's starting to get used to me. He's getting closer and closer and closer. So he's, or she, I still don't know. One thing I want to point out is, the right ear actually has been clipped. So it was really hard to see because the hair is like so scraggly or scruffy or mangy. It looks like from the front the ear is intact, but from the top you can actually kind of tell. It looks like it's just been cut clean through. So I guess he's already neutered. So 2 nights ago when I was playing I'm Gonna Sit Outside, he didn't like it when I was outside. So one of the things I did is I played with the food where I put it inside the screen door when I wasn't outside, and then he'd come up to the door, try to get to the food. He'd start pawing at the screen door. I was worried he might try to rip it open with his claws, but I'd approach, and then he'd kind of back off, back away from where that potted plant is, and then I would pull out the food and take a seat at the chair. And then if he didn't come within like a reasonable amount of time, I just took the food back in because it was hot and I was getting eaten by bugs and whatever. And so he basically, I was trying to condition him, saying, look, if you want the food, you're gonna have to get it when I'm out here. Today, I don't really feel like, right now I don't feel like doing it because it's hot. I'll do it tonight, probably. But I'm also worried I might be feeding him too much. So I've cut down the kibble quite a bit. I think I read it's about a cup of food for a cat per day. But because he's feral, I'm kind of treat him like a barn cat. So I'm assuming he should be eating outdoors, and if I feed him, he's going to overeat. So I'm starting to cut back on the kibble, and the thing I'm starting to notice is he's starting to wait for me, which is kind of good and bad. So it's good when he's waiting for me at the right designated times, but I'm noticing that sometimes when I go out on the deck, I see him kind of spying on me from a distance, and I'm worried he's like always waiting for me now, and instead of doing his normal hunting thing, because I know he also runs out in the front, or used to run out in the front sometimes, and occasionally he has a couple spots in the front yard garden, and there's a spot on next door in front of their house, my neighbor's house, and then I've seen him run across the street, or I've seen him run from the other side of the street to his spot here when he's saw me and was I guess afraid I was gonna prevent him from getting his spot or something, so he dashed across the street to get to his spot, and into some shelter. There are a lot of plants there, so it's hard for me to get him. So anyway, I haven't seen him out front, though it's been so hot. I haven't really been going out that much, but I'm worried. Yeah, I'm seeing him a lot around, on the deck now, and that's probably not exactly good. But let's see if I start feeding him a little less, so I'll force him to hunt a little more. I gave him too much chicken 2 days ago, so I'm trying to cut down. But we made a lot of progress that day, so yeah. So anyway, I think we're making good progress here. He's really mangy. I'm kind of worried about diseases and fleas. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Got a little too close for you. Yeah, he actually drinks water quite a bit. I read that a lot of cats don't drink water, but I guess it's one, been hot, and then two, the dry kibble is probably, it needs water. I was thinking I might start adding water directly to the kibble. Might make it taste a little better, I don't know. But yeah, one step at a time. One of my goals, next goals, is to get some catnip. And I think I got one of those little cat toys where they chase the little string on the rope, a little bell on it. The first time I showed it to him from a very far distance, I think he heard the bell, saw the thing, and just freaked out and just dashed off. And I don't know, he thought maybe I was pointing a gun or something at him. And I don't think he knows what a gun is. But, so anyway, now he's just gonna kind of probably hang out around behind the table, spying on me. Usually drinks a little bit more water, but maybe I'm scaring him off. But anyway, I haven't been doing the camera just because, I was worried it might scare him. But today seemed to be okay, and I didn't feel like going out. But in the evening, I'm going to go out, and he's going to have to get used to me. And I'm going to close up for now, and hopefully he'll go hunt.